So the Syrian military has rushed reinforcements to the northwest and launched a series of airstrikes in an attempt to push back rebels who seized the country's largest city of Aleppo. Observers saying at least 25 people killed in the strikes as a strong defensive line has been formed in northern Hama. At the same time, Iran pledging to help the Syrian government counter the surprise offensive. A little earlier, we spoke to our correspondent covering events for us, Jasper Mortimer.
The rebels are advancing down the north-south highway towards the capital, Damascus. The government forces are regrouping, preparing to launch a counterattack, and they're being pressed to do so by Russia. Syria is Russia's frontline presence in the Middle Eastern conflict, and President Vladimir Putin does not want to lose it. Reuters is reporting that Russian bloggers are saying Russia dismissed its top general in Syria this weekend. And that shows that Moscow is determined that the Syrian government forces will take back what they lost in the last 5 days. Now, when the rebels advancing south and the government forces advancing north collide, there will be a big battle. And if the government forces lose, then the rebels will go on further towards Damascus. And if it is a calamitous loss, then it will be the death knell for the regime of President Bashar Assad. If, however, the government forces win that battle, which they could well do, because the government forces are supported by the Russian Air Force, and the rebels do not have planes. If the government forces win, that would generate a wave of refugees towards Turkey. And at that point, I think the Turks will get on the phone to Moscow and they will say to the Russians, if you rein in the government forces, we will rein in the rebel force.